Back. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. I'm Jules. I am one half of the Nutty Nitty Sisters along with my sister Judith. We thank you for stopping by our YouTube channel here, where we like to put out videos for you every once in a while that shares our love of anything fiber related, any fiber adventures we might go on, and of course now Vlogmas. So we are one day shy of a week into Vlogmas. I don't know where the time went, but crazy enough, here we are on day 6. So I'm hoping this won't be too long, but I have a few things to share. And then of course I have 3 Advents to open. I have my Advent from Judith. We swap Advents, make an Advent for each other and swap those. I have a Legacy Fiber Artz Advent this year. And then we also went in together to get a Hogmanay Box from I Thought I Knew How podcast. So 3 Advents of day 6 to open. And I also have a couple of other little things to share. You may see the little intro with the pretty candles. You may see the same one for a few days now. Some dummy, that would be me, lit for day 5 and then forgot about the candle, and we are down to day 15 on the candle. So I have another one coming because I still want to enjoy my Advent candle, but I am just going to use the same one from day 5 until my candle gets here. Okay, so confessions. I'll start with Judith because I have a confession. I am not very good at instructions, apparently. I'm supposed to open some of these before I open the box of the day. And with day 5, I opened the box and then the little Advent box. However, I was informed that there is a poem on the back side of the card that was on the tin that I opened as well. So we get a little out of sequence on our 'Twas the Night Before Christmas story. So let's see if I can get us back on track this time. So for day 6, I do have an extra that I need to open before I open the day 6 box. So let's get this right this time. The poem for this is, "When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick." So let's see what we've got in our little goodie extra package here. Aw, little reindeer and Saint Nick. How cute. And I love Lindt chocolate. I just love chocolate, but Lindt chocolate is so good. So thank you very much, Judith. She's so creative. She tied that in so well. All right, so now let's take a peek at our box number 6 and see what we have here. The story of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas continues. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. And this colorway is More Rapid Than Eagles. So let's see what her interpretation is. Oh my goodness. Oh, how pretty. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Those are beautiful colors. It's blowing out quite a bit. I'm sorry. The light is blowing it out quite a bit. It's actually a little bit deeper than that, although it's not far off there. I think maybe this darker green helped to tone things down just a little bit. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. That is so pretty, Judith. That is so pretty. Oh, this is just, a beautiful Advent. I am loving this. And just another mention, this is on the Nomad Yarn Marshmallow DK base, which is so soft and so squishy. I mean, it just, it's wonderful. And speaking of a DK base, I've been trying to decide what I want to do with her Advent, because I have taken a liking to putting all of the mini skeins in one project, so that I have that Advent all together in one project and can enjoy it all at once. So, excuse me, I had been toying around with the idea of doing another blanket loosely based on the Cozy Comfort Throw by a Homespun House. I did that last year with an Advent and held 2 fingering weight together. Loving it. It's squishy, it's DK, so it's just knit, mindless knit. Love it. That's also what I'm doing with the Legacy Fiber Artz Advent this year, which I'll have a little update to show you on that. And I will share, I'll share it when I get to that opening today. But I think what I have decided, I'm not 100% sure, but I think what I have decided I'm going to do, I also have the DK neutral base, and I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave you in suspense. I want to fully make up my mind, and then I will share with you what I think I am going to do with this Advent. It's so beautiful that I really want the yarn to be able to shine. So stay tuned. I love leaving you in suspense. I'm awful. Okay, let's do our Legacy Fiber Arts. So Legacy Fiber Arts, the theme this year is North Pole, and I am coloring each day as I open, so that when I get done I have a nice little picture to go along with my Advent. So day 6 is right here, Arctic Ocean. So let's see what their interpretation is for Arctic Ocean. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, and it's a sparkle again. This one is a very, very light sparkle. I don't know if the light's going to pick it up for you. It's a very, very light sparkle. Oh, it's so pretty. Doesn't that just look like the ocean? All the white caps and everything on the ocean. Oh, there we go. We're getting just a little bit of that glimmer every once in a while in the light. So pretty. That is so pretty. Oh, this is a very pretty Advent too. I'm going to love this in a blanket as well. So I will share a little bit of what I did today. I did get all of the minis so far that I had opened. This is 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's a reason 1 is not in that bundle. The reason 1 is not in that bundle, it did get wound. It did get wound. And I cast on. So I did get it cast on. I've only got, I think I'm ready to start row 5. But yeah, I'm liking the way that color. I'm glad I made the decision to do a neutral base. You can see more about that if you go back and look at day 5. I went with just a undyed neutral base so that the yarn colors can be showcased. And the Advent blanket I did last year, I did on US size 8s. This year I'm going down to a US size 7 with the Legacy Fiber Arts yarn, because it does appear to be a light fingering, and I wanted just a tiny little bit firmer blanket. I also intended to cast on 220 stitches instead of just the 215 like I did last year, but I got distracted and ended up with only 211. Oh well. The blanket I'm doing from last year, it's great. It's very squishy. It's very soft and everything. But I wanted something just maybe with a little bit closer gauge for a little bit more heavy, firm blanket. So yeah, I was busy winding up little minis today, all 5 so far. And also what I'm doing with the little minis, I like to do this whenever I wind up a yarn, so I made up some for these little minis. I printed out all the names of each day, and then when I wind the minis, it also helps me to keep the tail from the center ready, but I just fold that little card over the tail there and tuck it down in the mini, and then I have the color name and the day right there with the little mini. So then I just stuff it right down in the center of the mini, and when I get ready to use it, my tail is right there and ready to go. So 5 minis, 5 days are all set to go, and I will get 6 wound up. I will have some catch up to do here to get my days knitted. If I do not get the blanket done by the end of the month, it's totally okay. I already know what I'm doing with the project. It can be an ongoing thing. I am not going to pressure myself in any way. Last year was a year of learning that I don't want to be burned out. I don't want to be stressed and frustrated with my knitting. I do it because I love it, because it brings me joy, and I am going to do exactly that, what brings me joy. So no pressure. I do what I want to do and when I want to do it. So that is that. All right. So I will have a little more winding to do, and I will have another little picture to color, keeping myself busy. All right, and on to the Hogmanay box. All right, so day 6 of our Hogmanay box. Day 6. See what we've got. Try not to crinkle too much. All right, we have an Uradale Yarns, beautiful Uradale Yarns. And this colorway is Forget Me Not Heath. I've got to find out how that is said. I really should. But that is a beautiful blue. That's actually pretty true to color right there. And this is a jumper weight, 25 gram skein, 86 meters, which is about 93 yards. It's 100% organic native Shetland wool. The sheep that Uradale have on their farm are wild pasture. They're free range, however you want to put it. And they are native Shetland sheep. There is no breeding with other breeds or any of that. It is 100% Shetland wool. And for a Shetland wool, this is not rustic. This is a great yarn. I have used it in some color work, and it's just a great yarn. I absolutely love it. So this is a 31-day Advent, so we've got a ways to go with this one. But these all will go together into a project at the end. And the last day, there are also some little goodies from Scotland. So I am anxious to see what those extra little goodies are as well. And so that is our Advent. One other thing that I did want to share is an amazing gift that I got. There is Maritime Family Fiber. I will put that here and in the description below. We love Briggs & Little yarn, and they are our hookup here for our Briggs & Little yarn. And they do a like a swap, a Secret Santa type of thing through Elfster. And I cannot remember if I did it last year. I think I did, but I'm not 100% sure. But I wanted to do it this year, so I did. Someone gets assigned you, and you get assigned someone else. You look at their wish list and try to fulfill their wish list. It's not, there is a dollar limit, and it's not very high. You're free to do as you wish. That dollar limit is just there as the minimum that you need to do. I can tell you that the person that got me spoiled me rotten. So I got a beautiful, beautiful box, just full of things. this is just amazing. I'm not 100% sure. I have not asked her yet. I don't know if she made the bag, but it is a really nice bag. I am going to start off with my Advent blanket in here. Based on the blanket that I'm making from last year, I don't think it will be able to go the whole way in this bag, but I'm going to start off in here because it's so pretty, and we'll graduate if we need to. But it's a beautiful bag, and I would not be surprised if she made it. She also included this adorable little mitten, which I also need to see if she made. It is hand knit. It has to be hand knit for sure. And has a little ribbon hanger. So this is either going to go on my tree, or it's going to be decor somewhere. It's going to go up for Christmas for sure, and probably will hang on one of my yarn shelves after Christmas as well. I don't have my tree up yet. I insist on having a real tree, and we have heat pumps, which makes it pretty dry and warm, and so I have to wait until either the second weekend before Christmas. I may go this coming weekend. Push my luck a little bit. We'll see. But yeah, one way or the other. Either the tree or decor, and then it's going to stick around year round too because it is adorable. She also included this awesome book. I have not seen this. It's called Knitting Journal. It's by May Wright. It's a knitting diary to track your completed projects, works in progress, yarn stash, and needle inventory. There's room for 50 projects in this book. And it's really cool. It's got, a template here. It's got things about your symbols, your conversion charts, all the areas for your yarn stash, wash care instructions. I mean, it just has everything here. And then it has craft paper. So if you want to do your own designs, there's plenty of craft paper here for that. So it's a really cool book, and I think I'm going to try to use it. I'm not great about it. I do have a journal that I have sporadically put some things in. I'm trying also to discipline myself better and put my projects on Ravelry, but I'm hit or miss there as well. So we'll see. Maybe this will become a staple and help me get better in my documenting journey. Either way, it's a beautiful gift. I love it. She included a beautiful Christmas card as well. I'm telling you, I got spoiled. There's plenty to go here yet. This is a balsam bag. Oh, and it smells so good. I've had the bag sitting beside my work chair here in my office, home office, and every once in a while I get a whiff of this. Oh, and it just smells so good. Wouldn't be surprised if she made this as well. It is so nice. I also got, this is a felted soap. Don't know if you've heard of it or seen it, but there is a bar of soap in here. And then this wool is felted around that bar of soap, and you can use it so you get kind of like an exfoliation with your wool, and your soap is contained within that. This is by Lizzie B. Craftworks. It's handcrafted in Maine, I believe, and I'll put the information in the description box. I believe I went on Etsy and found her, or found that business on Etsy. So I will be sure and include that below if that is the case. I also got, I'm not sure what the scent is, but it has almost like the balsam bag, which may have influenced it a little bit, but it has a nice, clean, earthy scent. It's nice. And love this mug. This is so me. I will not buy any yarn until I use my yarn stash at home, I said. And then I laughed and laughed. Yeah, we all know better. If it strikes my fancy while I'm out, I'm going to get it. I am trying to be better. I'm trying to shop my store first and fill in the blanks if I need to. But if it catches my eye and I want it, I'm probably going to get it. And she also included some hot cocoa mix to go in that mug. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's not the end of the goodies. This is from Homespun Girls. They are here in Maine. There's their label. And this is a beautiful colorway. I'm sure I saw this, but I don't remember seeing it. This is the 2021 Machias Fiber Festival. They do a one-of-a-kind colorway for each year's Machias Fiber Festival. I don't think I went to 2021, so I think that's why I may have seen in her newsletter or a post she did or something. I may have seen the colorway, but I don't think I went to 2021, and I try to get a skein every one I go to. So I got one from the year I missed. I love it. It is so nice. It's on Briggs & Little's Regal base. So, of course, I love it because I love Briggs & Little. Briggs & Little is a rustic yarn. It's a, I think it's out of Canada. And it is definitely a more rustic wool. Some people cannot wear it, but my Spark cardigan is out of Briggs & Little, and I have no problem with it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, and then we have this gorgeous yarn from Patagonia. Juniper Moons, Patagonia, and this is organic merino. It is the colorway cinnamon, and yes, it is. It is definitely a cinnamon color, and I love it. Oh, it's gonna round out my fall colors nicely. Oh, so nice. And another yarn. I got so spoiled. This is from Bad Sheep Yarn. I have not had their yarn before. And this is hand dyed in the North Pole, Alaska. The colorway is Lupin. This is DK weight 75 merino, 25 nylon. There's their website, badsheepyarn.com. And there's the Lupin colorway. Isn't that pretty? I love the colorway. I cannot get near the Lupin flowers. Apparently I am quite allergic. I will sneeze for days if I get near lupins. And that's unfortunate because they're all over in Maine. But those are beautiful colors that you definitely would see in the lupins. That is really pretty. Looking forward to trying their yarn. Haven't tried that before. All right, let's see. I think some of the things I actually already put away. Pause for just one moment. I'll grab those. I'm back. So as I said, some of these things I have already put into use. And one of those was the removable clippy stitch markers. And another. These are adorable. These are so adorable. I'm telling you. Let's see if I can get a couple of each kind out. These, if you have not seen these before, they're extremely popular. They are stitch stoppers or needle stoppers, however you want to call them. Little sheep and little bear. Almost looks like the Grateful Dead bear. And these are great because I like the ones from Fox and Pine Stitches. They have great stitch stoppers, and you see them in a lot of the yarn shops and everything. The holes on those are great for your needles, like size 4 to maybe 8-ish, somewhere's in there. But for sock needles, they're a little bit too loose. They don't work very well on the sock needles. I will take my sock needles and put 2 needles in one of those. That does work. But these have teeny tiny little holes. So you probably can't see it on the purple one, but on the white one there, see how tiny that hole is? It works perfect for sock needles. So I am tickled. There were, I believe it was 8 of each of these designs in that package. I am just thrilled because I do a fair amount of socks, and I would love to be able to have them fit one on each of those needles. So these stitch stoppers will definitely do the trick. And I do believe that was all of the goodies. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. I don't think I ate anything yet or any of that. Oh, sorry about that, off camera. Yeah, so like I said, I just got so spoiled. She went well above and beyond what was required. And I am so thankful. I had a really rough week with work, and Friday had been not a great day. So when I got done work, the package had come, I opened it, and it just turned my whole mood around. It reset my attitude, and it was wonderful. So I don't know if you watched, but Susan, thank you so much. You blessed me. All right, let's see. So at some point, hopefully when I was talking about Legacy Fiber Artz, I inserted a little bit of the winding in super mode. Really wish I could wind mini skeins that fast. I also did a little clip of long tail cast on when I started with the first mini from that Advent. The first one was I had a ton of a yarn tail left, so do over. The second one worked, so that was good. And other than that, I think that is all I have for day 6. Again, I want to thank you so much for joining, checking out day 6. If you liked it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. We'd also love if you would subscribe. We would really enjoy having you in our community. And if you're returning and you have subscribed, go ahead. You can still give a thumbs up. And thank you so much for staying here with us. We love having you in our community. So until day 7, happy Vlogmas and good night.